So today's workshop is about using YouTube to grow your business. So in today's workshop, we are going to talk about how to start a YouTube channel. I mean, from choosing the best profile picture to making that cover image, um, putting and uploading your videos onto YouTube. And then we're also going to talk about making sure you're taking good pictures, the type of videos that you can take, and then also just some things to think about whenever you are a business and potentially running ads to help grow your business with YouTube. So my name is Soleil Mead, and I am a business owner here in Pittsburgh. I own a branding business called Soleil Branding Essentials. So I do graphic design. So I like make logos and flyers and banners and things like that. I build websites for my clients. And then I also am the Pennsylvania Grow with Google digital coach. So with that, it allows me to train small businesses and people who are interested in digital skills. So there's no reason for them to thrive and be successful in whatever it is that they want to do. So if your family has a grocery store or a dance studio and they're like, we want to get a whole bunch of new people to sign up for the dance studio, then I'm the one that will help them to better market it, to get the word out, and to get tools like YouTube to help them grow that business. So let's go ahead and look at what we are going to talk about today, which is YouTube. So how many of you watch YouTube Shorts all the time for like an hour? Like that's like what you guys watch. I mess with my great niece. I have a great niece. She's like 10 years old. And I'm like, you sit and watch YouTube Shorts. And YouTube Shorts are like, what, like 30 seconds, right? So you watch YouTube Shorts for like an hour. You think about how many videos are in that one amount an hour, but you all love it. So you're on there, you're absorbing the information. How many of you all go to YouTube? You got a question? Yeah. 2 minutes is probably the maximum that you can do a short. So y'all are watching anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes for like an hour, if not longer. I make my niece stop after a good like hour. Like you're just watching all this YouTube. But all of you all say that you watch shorts, right? And then how many of you go to YouTube if you're trying to like find out information about something? If you want to know how to do a new hairstyle or the food that might be trending, or how many of you guys play video games? Y'all play video games? You go to YouTube to kind of get some little tricks and I don't know how that works. Talk to me. You go to YouTube for anything with your video games? Yeah, like what? Tell me. Like right. So like next level, what did you say? Easter eggs? Like the opening the thing? Okay. Y'all have to tell me because I don't know all of the YouTube things that you all might be engaged with. But people go to YouTube in over 100 plus countries and in 80 different languages. Next to Google, YouTube is a #2 search engine. So people go to Google to search for what they need, and then after Google, they go to YouTube. So YouTube is a very powerful tool. So we already talked about what we're going to get into today. We're going to talk about how to create your channel, how to add videos and content to your channel, and then how to promote with ads, and then I'll answer any questions that you all have. So where are my YouTube channel people at? People who want to start a YouTube channel. Are y'all taking notes? You ready for this? What kind of YouTube channel do you want to have? Tell me. A gaming one? Awesome. What is it, blogs? What are your blogs going to be about? You don't know, just like a lifestyle blog, like get ready with me type thing, maybe. And you said you wanted a channel too? Not you. What did you want? What kind of channel do you want to start? You don't remember the name, but is it like about gaming or like a certain topic that you what is it? Augmented reality. Okay, cool. Oh yeah.
I wanted to create one about cooking.
cooking. Perfect. So these are all great examples. So everybody who wants to start a YouTube channel, I want you all to think about your YouTube channel as we're going through each of these different slides, because it's going to give you information about how to start your channel, and you can start thinking about ideas and topics and what type of content you want to do. But this is going to set the foundation for you to get started. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you have to have a Google account in order to sign into YouTube. So you would go ahead and sign into your Gmail account, and then you would navigate over to YouTube and then log into your YouTube channel. And then the next thing you want to do is, once you're logged into your YouTube, you're going to go and create a channel. So you're going to go to your side panel. You know, when you click that little hamburger menu and it drops down, you're going to click on create a channel, and then now you're going to create your channel. So let's talk about your new channel. Now, this is showing that you have a new channel. Anybody know the name of their YouTube channel that they're going to start? You know, have you thought about it?
I've had a couple of names, but I don't know, like, they sound like weird.
Tell us.
Okay, one of them was like Cooking with Paris.
Yep.
That's my name.
I love it.
And the other one is like, in Spanish it's like, ¿cómo lo digo? Un poco de mi sazón, a little bit of my season.
Oh, you know, I think you can put both of them together. Like, I love that. Anybody else got a name for their channel? Not yet? No? So here's where you would want to think about it. That's one of the important things to have whenever you're starting your channel. Think that you might be able to go in and maybe change the name later, but you know, this is how people are going to find you and be able to watch your content. So once you create your channel, you customize it, you put your name in there, you see where you can upload videos. Now you have access to YouTube Studio. And this is like where you can make your channel special. So that, and we're going to get into that. Upload your profile picture, your cover art. You can make playlists for your channel. I know he said he wanted to have a gaming channel. So with the gaming channel, maybe there are certain types of games and there's a playlist for each of the different types. So you're going to want to think about, what do you want your YouTube channel to look like? Same with your cooking classes. You know, maybe there is a playlist that helps people cook a certain type of food. And maybe there's a playlist that shows you the best ingredients to get, and they're shopping with you. So now this is where you allow your mind to take control about what you want your channel to look like. And then you start to build that in this YouTube Studio. So we already talked about this. This is where you customize your channel and you make it look like how you want it to look. So you're going to have your video spotlight, which is like your main video. You might do an introduction about your channel so people can get to know you. And then you can have different sections that talk about the different things that you do in your business or whatever it is that you want to talk about on your YouTube channel. And you would put that all in there. The next is branding. So when I say the word branding, what do you guys think that means? If somebody says branding, do you all like, what do you guys think branding means? Promotion? Yes. Like like a tattoo branding. Okay. Like, well, yeah, I know what you're saying though, like branding. Okay. What about branding for YouTube? What do you think? Making something? Yep. And so, and you said promotion. So branding is what you see. So if you look around the room right now, right over here, you see the PHDC, right? You see that banner and how you see how they have a logo at the top in their name. That's branding. And if you look all around the building, you'll see the different branding that is here. So branding is how someone visually experiences your website. So imagine if you went to your favorite YouTuber's channel and they didn't have a picture in their profile picture and they had no cover art. It was just a little like You know that little gray person? Like, would you want to watch their channel?
No.
Right. So that's why branding is so important. People want to see your face. When you start your lifestyle vlog, they're going to want to see your cute little face, and they're going to want to see all of the personality that you have. Maybe you're starting a lifestyle vlog and it's about your dog. I would have a YouTube with my dog. I have a cute little poodle. Like, but imagine if I had a YouTube about me and my dog, but you guys didn't see pictures of my dog, right? So this is the part where you add it and you make it your own. You make people want to watch it. With business, with being an influencer, whatever it is that your goal is, you have to make people want to connect with you and want to engage with you. So this is the section where you would add your profile picture, add a banner at the top where it would say the name of your channel. And this is where you're going to grab people in. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I love his gaming station. Like, he looks so cool. I love the setup of his gaming room. Like, I'm definitely going to watch his videos. Or, you know, what is it that you all do on YouTube? What do you want people to do? Or what do people always tell you to do when you go to your channel? Yes, like or subscribe to my channel. So this is you creating that moment where people are like, I'm definitely subscribing to what they have to talk about. So now we talked about this already. This is where you're going to name your channel. Your name is definitely important. It's how people are going to remember you. Once you create your YouTube channel, if your YouTube channel has your name in it or your specific topic, if you go on Google and you type in that name or that topic, your YouTube channel might pop up. So your name is everything. Cooking with Paris would be an amazing name just because people love Paris. So when people type in Paris, like, the odds of your YouTube channel popping up are big, right? Especially if they, you know, are researching food in Paris or cooking classes in Paris. You know, you just might pop up because those keywords are in your YouTube title. So it's very important that you think about what you're going to name your channel. And then this here, you see someone who has a customized channel. So you see their banner at the top. It's very clean. It's DIY creators. And then you see his profile picture. You can see the number of subscribers that he has. And then, of course, that subscribe button. Then out of all of the videos that he created, he chooses one that's the highlight video. So that could be a special video where he's like, hey, welcome to DIY Creations. We're going to take your creations to the next level. If you want, you know, step-by-step instructions, deliver in a cool way, then you need to come and join the DIY Creations family. And then he'll have all his featured content. This is how, I'm not sure what he's DIYing. I think he's like making stuff like there's nails. This is how you do kitchen stuff in a kitchen section. This is how you do outdoor things in an outdoor section. Now you're building this story that you're telling people. And then this is how the information is organized. So you have all of your videos, and you can create your playlist and your different sections so people can kind of navigate your YouTube channel the best way possible. So I'm going to pause. Anybody have any questions for me about creating their channel? No? Is there anybody else who's thinking about creating a channel now? No? I don't have any new YouTubers to follow? Maybe? Okay, cool. Maybe? Okay, I love it. I love it. All right. You said you're going to create a channel? Oh, you already have one. What's your YouTube channel? They're gonna subscribe to you. He said no. Do you have a lot of subscribers? Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. So hopefully today's information will help you build on that. I mean, you got a table full of people, including myself, that will subscribe to your channel if you tell us what it is. Nope. He said nope. But another thing that's important when you're thinking about your channel, everybody's YouTube channel isn't for everyone. So who in here likes art? Anybody like art, like to draw, like to paint? I got 4 hands, right? Okay, I got a couple more hands. So if I had a YouTube channel where I showed you all how I created my digital designs and my art, how many of you all would be interested in it? The ones who said they like art. So out of all the hands that went up, only like maybe about half of the ones said that, because not everybody likes digital art, but maybe you like to paint or maybe you like to draw. So you end up watching the channel that you're interested in. So it's very important that you know who your audience is. You know who wants to see your thing, and maybe it's not everybody in this room, maybe it's the people that you know or the people you share it with. So I think that's really good that you have a channel, and I hope that we're able to give you some tools to grow it. So next we're going to talk about how to create and add videos to your channel. So you all might not remember this, but back in the day when people had to like create videos, this is what it would look like. It was a whole studio. There was a backdrop. There was big equipment. Has anybody been in a studio like that before? Yes? How many of you are used to seeing the setup like that on the left side where it's a phone, you see that red record button and it's set up on a tripod? Yes? Yes. So it's come a long way and things are different. When you think about creating your content for your channel, you want to think about the story that you want to tell. What do you want to tell people about your lifestyle blog? What are you willing to invite them into your life about? If your family wanted to create a YouTube channel about their grocery store that they have, what's the story that they want to tell? You might think, well, why would a grocery store have a YouTube channel? You know, like just sell groceries. But if your family has a history of serving a certain community or an area and it's a family business that's been around for years, that's an amazing story to tell. So you can use a platform like YouTube to like pull in your audience and let people know who you are. You also want to think about what the purpose of your video is. Like, why are you doing it? So if you are teaching people how to have the best gaming setup and wherever they're doing their games, or you know how to play a certain game, you want to have that purpose or that goal in mind, because everything you say in your video is what you want the other person to do. If this young man who has his YouTube channel already said it's about random things, well, it can be random, but I'm pretty sure he probably records things that he thinks will be interesting to other people that they'll actually watch. So once again, there's a goal and there's a purpose in mind. And you also want to ask, who is the star of the show? And it doesn't mean it has to be a person. The star might be my dog, or the star might be whatever product I'm telling you about that I am reviewing. But you want to make sure you're very clear about those things whenever you go to start creating your content. So here are a couple of story types. So if you have a business or you want to start a business, or even if you're an influencer or just having a YouTube channel, you want to think about a potential business story. Now, if you are the influencer and you are the channel, you are the business. So just think of it as you introducing you to whoever is viewing your channel. Who you are, what you do, and why you do it are important messages to think about. Now, if you have a product or a service that you are selling, or how many of you all see like YouTube shorts or reels or TikToks where people are saying that they are an ambassador or endorsing like a certain product? Like, I got paid to advertise that. Anybody see those things? Yeah. So when you're doing that, you want to make sure that you're telling them how the product or service works. If you are an ambassador for a clothing line, you're going to want to let them know how the shirt feels or if it's true to size. Those are all things that you want to think about whenever you're communicating with your audience. You want them to leave watching your video feeling like, okay, I want to buy that shirt, or I want to test out that product or that service. Or you could just do a promotional story. If you have a business and you are promoting, you know, a sale or a new product that you have, a new service that you offer, a new client that you have, or somebody that you're endorsing their brand or a brand ambassador for, then you can do promotional stories as well. So here's a couple of things to remember whenever you are creating your content. You want to make sure that you have a clear message. So once upon a time when you used to have videos and do commercials and things, sometimes people who did those things would have like, anybody know what a teleprompter is? No, so it's like if I was presenting this presentation to you all, there would be like a screen right in the middle, and it would be like telling me the words that I needed to read to you all. But nowadays, when you're on YouTube, like people are natural, like they're themselves, right? But you still need to have a message. So you don't want to get onto your YouTube channel like, yo, what's up? Like, hold on, I gotta get the dog in the back. Like, or wait, my mom's calling me. Like, you can do those things because it might just be how your life is flowing right now, but you want to make sure that you have a reason as to why you're setting up your camera and sitting down to go ahead and record your message. You need to know that your first impression is in the first 5 to 15 seconds. So as soon as somebody hits play, they need to know that they want to keep watching your video within like 5 to 15 seconds. That's a really short period of time. So you need to think about how are you going to pull them in? And then you need to tell them what to do. You know, go check out the game, or, you know, like or subscribe to my channel, or leave a comment of your favorite products or what was your favorite part. That is what we like to call call to action. It's very important. So these are production techniques. So this is whenever you are producing your YouTube video. I want you guys, can you guys see the screen? Tell me which one of these that you're most familiar with. Which one of these have you done before? So we have a selfie, using a backdrop, a voiceover, a top down, point and shoot. Anybody? Selfie, right? I'm pretty sure like most of you all have done selfies before, right? You've recorded a video like this, holding your phone, right? How many of you did a selfie before? Raise your hand. Let me see. Selfie video? Has anybody done a video where like you set up like a tripod and you had like something in the background? Anything? No, not yet. So the voiceover one, and I'm sure how many of you have heard these things before? Like you've seen someone do it before, right? You haven't done it. But the voiceover one is like whenever, oh man, there's a lot of like crazy voiceover stuff now, which is pretty cool. But like you can even do a voiceover somebody else's video. Like, has anybody ever seen the videos where it's like animals doing something and then like someone is doing a voiceover and they're talking like they're the animal? Anybody seen those before? Right. So that's a voiceover where you can go over a pre-recorded video and put your voice on it. A top down is if like I am promoting this water and I am going like this, like from the top down. And a point and shoot would be if I turn my camera on and I'm like, I am sitting here with these amazing young people that are a part of this summer camp, and I am pointing my camera and I'm panning the whole area, and then I zoom in and zoom out. That's what point and shoot is. And action is if, you know, I put on a recorder right now while we're talking and engaging, and told with text is, have you all ever seen like a short and there's like text over top of it as they're talking or as the video's going on? No, you haven't?
Yeah, like the words.
Yeah, yep. So that might be, if you watch YouTube a lot, you might not see that there as much. And it's not like the captions that show up, but it's literally like text that comes over the video that's playing. And the animation is literally, it's animated objects that you'll see. So these are some of the techniques that you can use. So here's some tips for shooting your video. You want to make sure that you're in a space that has a lot of light coming in. You want to make sure that it feels like you and it's comfortable. And then if you can, put your logo or things that matter about your channel in your frame and in your shot so they can see it. The other thing that you want to think about is lighting. So like this is a great space where there's a lot of natural light coming in from the windows. But you know, I see a lot of YouTube channels where it's a vibe, you know, where it's dark and they have the blue lights or, you know, the red lights or the changing lights. Like you can do something like that, but just make sure that you're intentional about it. So you're purposefully having this cool space where it's dark, but there's lights and they can still see your face. And then also the sound. You want to make sure that they can hear you well. A lot of people do their YouTube videos with a microphone, especially if you're talking a lot. So you want to have those things in mind too when you're thinking about your channel. But I will say that there are a lot of people that use their cell phones to create their content. Our cell phones are literally mini computers. So there's a lot of power that you can have. You don't have to have a ton of equipment in order to start your channel. You can start your channel with your cell phone and a nice tripod or the little, what's the little things that y'all put on the back of the phones? What's it called again?
The snap.
Yeah, the little snap or the pop it thing. I don't know. Miss Olay's a little old, so I don't know all of this stuff. Y'all could probably teach me a couple things. Yes. Uh-huh.
I don't know the name of the stick, but you will put the phone and click like a.
Yes.
And you can turn around.
I have one over there because I didn't know. I'll show it to you all afterwards. It's a tripod. You can get them right off of Amazon. They're probably less than $30. And it comes with a clicker. You can start your video, take your pictures, adjust the lighting on the ring. And yeah, it's great. I have a friend that's really into content creation. And we just came back from a trip over the weekend and we were outside at a concert. So we wanted to take pictures, but it was getting dark. And she was like, oh, I have a light on my, like in my purse. And she had this light that she just clipped onto her phone so she could still get good content. So if this is something that you're interested in, start with what you have, but be willing to build on it so you have good content and people will continue to watch your channel. Then another cool thing is you can add music or sound effects through an audio library to your actual video. So you would just go to the audio library in the YouTube studio and add like the music that you might want in the background of your video. It's a pretty cool feature. This is showing you how to actually upload the video. So now you have everything set. You've recorded your video. You love your content. You got your bloopers, which are your little mistakes and like, okay, let's retake and play it again, but you feel good about it, right? So now you're ready to actually upload your video so the whole wide world could see it, or whoever finds your channel or whoever you share your video with, right? So in the right corner is where you would go and click create, and then you would go to select files, and then you would upload your video. So you can do that from your computer, or you can do that right from your phone as well. And this is what happens. So now once you upload the video, it's just not like you upload it and it's done. Now you have to do a little bit of work on it. So now you create a description about the video. So here you say what the video is about, let people know what they're about to learn today or what they're about to be watching a video about. Then you can choose the frame. So this is the picture that shows up whenever somebody first sees your video. So you have control of what that picture looks like. It allows you to choose a picture that might be within your video, or you can create your own picture. So like for the person who has the YouTube channel about random things, like maybe he uses this background that's like something he uses all the time and put the like a, let's do maybe SpongeBob or something like that, how it says, you know, 3 days later, and he does that, and that's his cover art for his video every single time.
But it's smart.
Yes, it's his mark. It's a part of his brand. So you actually could choose what you want that to be. If you were doing your cooking channel, you can choose a picture that's within the video or a frame within a video, or say at the end of every dish you make, you take this beautiful picture of it. You can make that picture the first picture that people see once the video is uploaded to your channel. So you also could make your videos public. Yes, you have a question? Okay, that's a good question. So you're saying if you're doing video games, how do you connect your game to your phone? Okay, so there's a couple ways that you could do something like that. So one would be to have a camera. So like think Howard took it away, but there was this little camera that was sitting on the back of it. So what you could do is you could, wherever you're gaming at, you can set up a camera or even like a tripod to get an angle of you doing it. Right now, this workshop that I'm doing with you all, I'm recording. So you can even have a laptop in front of you, right? And you can use Google Meet or Zoom, like any type of recording feature, and turn the recorder on so they can see what you have on your screen. You could use screen mirroring. So like you have like a iPhone or something like that. No.
There's
Yeah.
also apps, like you can like record whatever you're doing.
Yes. Yes. So she was saying there's apps where you can record on the phone. Like with an iPhone, they have screen recording. So like if you're playing something on a phone, you probably could download an app that can screen record it. So like as you're playing it, it's screen recording and then you can upload. Well, before you would upload it, I think it would be smart if you did a voiceover. So like you're like, oh, okay, like we're on level 1 and this is how you defeat this person. I don't know much about video games, but this is how you do that. And your voice could be guiding people through the video they see on your game. Your video console, so it's like connected to another. But if it's on like your TV in your house or something like that. So that would be the screen mirroring thing. So say you grab the laptop like this, then you could like get your video game, like once it's on the console, you can like screen mirror it from your device and then turn on like a Google Meet or anything that can record your screen. When you move into screen mirror mode, it's now recording the screen. So you would set the screen mirror up to be what you were playing on a TV, right? Because that's what you want people to see. Am I right? So then it would record that for you, and then you can do the voiceover. Or if you want to get fancy, which I think some gamers might do, is they have another camera set up and the camera has good audio. They might have a little mic close to them. So like the camera is showing them playing the game and recording them like live, playing the video. Does that make sense? Okay. Anybody else have any questions? That was a great question. No? Okay. So what we were talking about is like now you upload your video. Now you have to give details about your video. You can make it public. It's going to ask you if it's kid friendly. And hopefully you guys are creating kid friendly content on your YouTube channel. So it's going to like have you check that box.
You upload everything and everything is good. Sometimes YouTube like won't take down the video.
Okay.
In that case, what exactly, like, is there any like list of things that you're not able to do so you don't get that video?
That's a good question. So typically, like if it takes down your video, it usually will send you some type of email like letting you know. But part of it might be what you're setting up in the details. So say for instance, you set up that your video is kid friendly, but like maybe you say a couple curse words or they interpret something that you're saying or doing or in your description is not kid friendly. That's going to flag them like, she said it was kid friendly, but it's not kid friendly. So just making sure when you're filling out like these details we're talking about now, that you're making sure that it is like set up properly so it doesn't like flag the system and be like it said that there were no restrictions or I know like music sometimes playing in the background when it's someone else's like copywriting issues, just making sure you're avoiding things like that. That's going to flag the system to be like, oh, maybe they don't own the rights to this music, or maybe this should be listed as adult content or not kid friendly. Those are the type of things in this section that we're discussing that I think can help kind of circumvent that.
Oh, okay, so if I do a video with music, like that, Batman example,
Uh-huh.
and I put down no copyrights or something like that. No.
Yeah, that's what they say to do. I don't have a ton of information on how that works, but I've learned that if people like could like steer if people steer away from that, especially on mostly the social platforms, YouTube might be a little bit more lenient on that because people might just have music playing in the background of their lifestyle blog. It's a little bit more engaging than like, a Facebook or an Instagram or something like that. But I would say like if you could just use maybe instrumental versions or what's available, but you're able to upload music and things like that. Like into your video. And I believe that, once you do that, I would add that clause there just to try to protect yourself. But test it out and see how it is. If you do it and then you keep getting kicked back in the email or the message that they send you about the reason why the video might have been taken down, that's going to help to teach you like, okay, well, I shouldn't use, music, or maybe only use the instrumental like beat in the background or something like that versus the full song with the lyrics that's causing a problem. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Yep. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. Like, this is the area where you can change your language settings. So if you want it to be in a different language and different captions where people can have the caption that comes up on there, you can do that. You can add tags, all types of things. So just make sure you don't rush and hit upload and let the video be there. Take your time and look through all these details that you could set. This is another really cool element that can be added as well. And it's like subtitles and end screens. Like, have you all ever seen like a YouTube video or a video where like in the middle of it, it pops up and it's like, okay, this is step number 2 or the next day. Like those are called cards where you can add them in between your video to help people through whatever you're talking about or whatever your process is. So there's a section in YouTube Studio where you can add cards, you can add an end screen that's telling people to like and subscribe to your channel, that's shouting out the brand that you might be showcasing in there. There's just a lot that you can do to make your video just even more professional. And then once you upload it, it's going to let you know that it's still uploading, whether it's in high definition or standard definition, and all of those things. So you can check the status of your upload. And then I mentioned this already, but visibility is important. So say for instance, with your gaming channel, like you are doing this exclusive, not public, it's only available to a list of people that signed up for this, like I'm doing this one time showing of this particular video game. Like you could set and record that YouTube video and then you can make it unlisted where it'll give you a link where the only people that can view the video are the people that you send the link to. So that's something to think about as well. Like everything on your YouTube channel doesn't have to be public. You can make it private. You can make it to where only certain people can view it, or you can make it public. And you can also schedule your videos too. So that's something that's important too. If you have a content day and you do all this content and then, now you did all the content. So it's just like, okay, well, now I can break this content up and I can schedule videos out for the next couple of months. And you're able to do that as well. And then once you have your video has processed and it's ready, then you have the capacity to go ahead and share that to different platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and WhatsApp, all things like that. And then we already talked about shorts. It says they're 60 seconds or less. I think that if you're starting a channel, having shorts are important. Just think about how you interact with YouTube. If you guys watch shorts a lot, then you're going to want to make sure you have some shorts on your channel too, because that's what you engage with. And then this is the creators channel on YouTube. So if you want to become a creator, you can go to youtube.com/YouTube creators and just learn more about other creators that are in the market doing the same thing that you want to do, so it can help you grow and get better at your skill and what you're doing. So this last section, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I know that some of you all want to own businesses one day. You have family businesses, but this is how you can promote your business with video ads. And we already talked about this already, is that sometimes these ads pop up whenever you are watching a YouTube video. Like here on this screen, how many of you all are watching or trying to watch a video and an ad pops up and you're like waiting for the skip ad thing to pop up because you want to get to what you're watching? But a really important thing to think about is all of us are coming to YouTube because we want to be entertained, we want to learn information, we want to absorb information. But if all of the people are coming, it's a perfect place for somebody who owns a business to run an ad, because they're going to make you watch some of these ads in order to get to the video. So businesses can run ads on Google, and it's a really cool way for them to promote their business.
The other day I was on YouTube and I saw like an ad of a church
Uh-huh.
that is here.
Oh, wow.
And church make ads.
Yep. So the cool thing about YouTube and just any ads that you run, most ads are targeted. So you run an ad, and this church is probably running an ad. And when they set up their ad, they said where they wanted to be marketed at. I wanted to go around Pittsburgh. I wanted to go to a certain population or people that are interested in faith or Christianity or whatever that is. And then YouTube, Google, wherever you're running your ad, takes that church's or that business owner's information and said, I'm going to put it in front of everybody that I think might be your perfect person. So you saw that ad because they picked you, like, she might be interested in this. It's a whole big thing about how cookies and how we interact on social media and on the web, like, tells information about us that helps business owners kind of get connected to the people that might be interested in what they do. So it can range. So with Google, you can run ads in what's called like a smart campaign, where you set your own budget. I tell the story all the time about someone who came to one of my workshops, and I talked a little bit about Google Ads, and she has a counseling business. So she was running these group workshops in her counseling business, and she wanted to fill both workshops. They had 25 slots, and she wanted to fill them completely. So she was like, oh, I'm going to see if what Soleil was saying is true, and I'm going to go and run this Google ad. So I think she put $30 on the ad and told them that she wanted to fill the classes. The ad led to the link, and within a week, she filled both classes up. And another one of her goal was for the classes to be filled with people that weren't a part of her network, like newer people. And by the end of the week, that is exactly what happened, off of $30. So ads really have a lot of varying options. You could spend as little as that, as long as you focus. Strategy is so important with anything that we do. It's really thinking about, like, what is the goal? What do I want to accomplish? And then how do I present it in a way that's going to make people interested in what I have to offer? So yeah. And I mean, people spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on ads so they can show up first, or right. So I think for us as small business owners, because I'm a small business owner as well, it's really comforting to know that something like an ad that can have such a big impact on my business can be affordable for me, and I don't have to spend, thousands and tens of thousands of dollars just to market and to get in front of the people. So bumper ads are ads that, you will see like short attention spans. Like there'll literally be a really quick ad right before the video that you would watch. And then there's also those skippable ads, and those are the ones that we see where it says you could skip these ads. So there's different types of ads that you can run. There's companion banners that kind of come if you have a skippable ad at no charge, and it might pop up like at the bottom of the YouTube video. And most of you all have probably seen some of these stuff, but these are things that your small business can even engage in by running a Google ad and having that accessibility to YouTube. And then also, these are just showing the different types of ads. And like some people, like myself, like I'm always trying to just skip an ad. Like, I don't want to watch the ad. I want to watch what I came here for. So I only have the tolerance for a bite-sized ad. Like, give me the bumper ad that's just 6 seconds. Yes. Skip the ad. So you're telling me I need to get YouTube Premium. All right, I hear you, dude. He said get YouTube Premium if you want to skip the ads. I do not have YouTube Premium. You do have to pay for it. Exactly. Right. What happens after the month? It's worth it. And I'm sure it's worth it if you watch a lot of YouTube. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but again, all of this to just say the ads are helpful for small businesses like us. So that is literally the end of my presentation. I really enjoyed hearing from some of you all about your channels, and you had good questions. Does anybody have any other questions for me?
¿Alguna duda, pregunta o algo que quieran añadir a la presentación?
Yes. Do I own? So I have a branding business. So I do like graphic design, web design, and marketing strategies. And I right now I specifically work with Black and brown nonprofits in the Pittsburgh area. So that is what I do for my business. And I do coaching and public speaking like right now. It's pretty cool. When I was younger, I always was creative, but people always told me that artists didn't make money. And so I never like pursued art or anything like that. I cannot draw. I'm a digital artist. I can't draw. I see things and it's cool. But I've worked a lot of jobs. I went to college for business and communications. So I worked a lot of jobs, but I have to be honest with you, I've never made more money in my life being an artist and being a graphic designer. So don't let anybody tell you that whatever it is that you want to do, that there's not money in it. Like sometimes when you're just really great at what you do and you're passionate about it and you love it, then the right opportunities will find you and you'll be happy doing it. It's not good having a job that you're not happy at. So I love doing what I do. And if you want to, I can show you some of the like websites and logos and stuff that I created after the workshop. See some of my work. Anybody else have any questions? Thank you all so much. You guys were great. These are the next steps. For those of you who are getting ready to start your channels, I'm going to be checking in with the team to see whose channel is up and running. I can check it out. If you guys have questions, you can always reach out to me. Just let your leaders know that, hey, I got a question for the Google lady, because y'all probably won't remember my name. And I would be more than willing to, answer any questions that you all have. But thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your summer and a great school year too.
If you want to